behind him in the HH Amir Trophy, and he won the Shima Classic.
I know, against everyone's expectations, but if you thought today's ride from Zach was good on Beauty Eternal, go back and have a look at William Buick in the Shima Classic. Grand larceny, to coin Tom Durkin's great phrase that day.
Absolutely. He's not, I don't think he's up to these, Jenny, is Sword Point, but he's got a little bit of form on Rain Affected going.
Yeah, look, I've probably been a bit disappointed with him of late because I was expecting him just to continue to progress, and it just sort of stopped. But, that happened with Beauty Eternal as well, and look what he did today.
Derek Long riding for Frankie Law. They're getting set for the third and final Group 1 here this afternoon at Sharton. It's 1.8 about Romantic Warrior down in front of the stands here at Sharton. The 2,000 metres with race caller Mark McNamara.
Thank you, Tom. There's a lot of green on the place line here. Dubai on a 3.7, a Prognosis 2 a place, the 7 Nimble Nimbus 4.3 and the 9. North Bridge backed into 13 on a place line. Romantic Warrior's gone forward. He's at 1.8, 1.2, looking for his third in a row. The horse to win it before him was the mighty Japanese mare, Loves Only You, Her Farewell. One out, Straight Aaron to complete the line. Romantic Warriors now 1.7. Derby winner drawn 2. Purton looking for a Group 1 double. And they're racing. Prognosis missed it by 3 lengths. North Bridge speeding out from barrier number 3. Sword Point happy together. Romantic Warrior is going to be wide from his draw into the first turn, and Nimble Nimbus is going to be wider. Ishiaguazu's down on the fence from Massive Sovereign, and then came Straight Aaron. Dubai Honours wide. Second last is 5G Patch, and Prognosis is 3 lengths away last of all. North Bridge is the leader. Half a length over the 3 wide Nimble Nimbus, and Sword Point running third. Romantic Warrior, he's going to be left in the open now. 3 wide Romantic Warrior, because Nimble Nimbus has gone up outside the leader. McDonald's looking to slot in somewhere. Ishiaguazu's gone ahead of them. And Romantic Warrior got in on the back of Sword Point. He's just too good, McDonald. On the rail is happy together. Then came Dubai Honour. Prognosis loops them 3 wide from Massive Sovereign. Straight Aaron and 5G Patch a length away last of all. North Bridge halfway in the QE2. 1,000 to run. Leads a length and a half. Nimble Nimbus. Sword Point next. And then came Ishiaguazu. 3 wide Prognosis 5th from Happy Together. Romantic Warrior 3 wide again following Prognosis. Then Dubai Honour, Massive Sovereign, and the other pair are 3 lengths away. Straight Aaron and also 5G Patch. North Bridge looking for an all of the way win. Gets to the 600 metre mark. He's 3/4 Nimble Nimbus. 3 wide Sword Point. 4 wide Prognosis. Then Ishiaguazu. Romantic Warrior ridden up to follow Prognosis. Dubai on next from Massive Sovereign looking for inside runs. North Bridge the leader. 3 Ishiaguazu Prognosis. Here he comes. Romantic Warrior's wider out. North Bridge still leads it. Romantic Warrior, he's outside the 4. Prognosis still there with Ishiaguazu. It's Romantic Warrior versus Japan. The 4 Japanese with him. He's in front, the Warrior of Prognosis. What a ride, what a horse, and he wins it again. Romantic Warrior beat Prognosis, North Bridge and Happy Together. Then 5G Patch, Dubai Honour. Ishiaguazu next in, followed across by Massive Sovereign, Nimble Nimbus, and the last 2, Straight Aaron and Sword Point. You tip your cap to James McDonald, you tip it to Denny Shum, you tip it to this horse. Romantic Warrior, 1.9 and 1.1. He was 5 wide around the last turn, and he wasn't going too far. Prognosis has gone an enormous race in defeat. North Bridge, at any old price, has run third, Happy Together 4th. But this horse is just the best. He's won overseas. He's won here. He was 3 wide early. Yep, that says it all. A shake of the head. What a dude. And the man on his back's not a bad dude either. James McDonald somehow managed to shove in to get some cover going into the back straight. And then he has just lifted. He had to take on Japan. All 4 of them were there. And he has lifted him down the straight to win. What an animal. 3 QE2 Cups in a row. And that one as good as any of them. Here is Nick Child. He's always got something to offer, James McDonald. I'm sure today will be no different, Nick.
Oh, I'm sure he has got plenty to offer. James McDonald, how about that?
Just can't believe this horse. I've got no words for him, eh? He brings a tear to my eye how good he is, and
James, that they came...
I haven't ridden one like it.
No. They came there to challenge you, the might of Japan, what they sent over to try and beat this horse, but he's now won 3 of these, 2 for you. I mean, just try and sum it up for us, put it into words. I mean, it does leave us all speechless, and notably you.
Mate. I actually don't know. He was beaten at the 600. He just finds a way. It's incredible. I dead set didn't have one thing go my way. I had 10 riders dead set against me and the horse, and I just had no favours at all, and he's pulled out a run like that. Incredible.
He is an incredible horse.
He is incredible.
Did you, I mean, at any stage of the race, was there at any moment, I mean, it was a messy race, you were caught wide, so it was never ideal.
There wasn't one part of the race I was happy with.
Really?
To be honest with you. First time going out, I was deep, but I was in a rhythm, but not in a good spot. 1,000 from home, I was finally having a rest, and one took off, and yes!
There you go, that's more like it,
And
Jamie.
then at the 600, he's off the bridle, just struggling in the ground a tad, and he just picks up. I'm just in disbelief.
I can quite believe it. Listen, enjoy the moment, James. Well done, and well done you and he.
Thank you.
A somewhat speechless James McDonald after the FWD QE2 Cup with Romantic Warrior. He was flat as anything at the 600 metres. He has pulled it out of the fire here to win his third.
Prognosis missed it by 3 lengths. Northbridge speeding out from barrier number 3. Sword Point happy together. Romantic Warrior is going to be wide from his draw into the first turn, and Nimble Nimbus is going to be wider. Ishiaguazu's down on the fence from Massive Sovereign, and then came straight Aaron Dubayona's wide. Second last is 5G Patch, and Prognosis is 3 lengths away last of all. Northbridge is the leader. Half a length over the 3 wide Nimble Nimbus, and Sword Point running third. Romantic Warrior, he's going to be left in the open now. 3 wide Romantic Warrior, because Nimble Nimbus has gone up outside the leader. McDonald's looking to slot in somewhere. Ishiaguazu's gone ahead of them, and Romantic Warrior got in on the back of Sword Point. He's just too good, McDonald. On the rail is happy together. Then came Dubayona. Prognosis loops them 3 wide from Massive Sovereign. Straight Aaron and 5G Patch a length away last of all. Northbridge halfway in the QE2. 1,000 to run. Leads a length and a half. Nimble Nimbus. Sword Point next, and then came Ishiaguazu. 3 wide Prognosis 5th from Happy Together. Romantic Warrior 3 wide again following Prognosis. Then Dubayona, Massive Sovereign, and the other pair are 3 lengths away. Straight Aaron and also 5G Patch. Northbridge looking for an all of the way win. Gets to the 600 metre mark. He's 3/4 Nimble Nimbus. 3 wide Sword Point. 4 wide Prognosis. Then Ishiaguazu. Romantic Warrior ridden up to follow Prognosis. Dubayona next from Massive Sovereign looking for inside runs. Northbridge the leader. 3 Ishiaguazu Prognosis. Here he comes. Romantic Warrior's wider out. Northbridge still leads it. Romantic Warrior, he's outside the 4. Prognosis still there with Ishiaguazu. It's Romantic Warrior versus Japan. The 4 Japanese with him. He's in front, the Warrior of Prognosis. What a ride, what a horse, and he wins it again. Romantic Warrior.
Just unbelievable all round there from Romantic Warrior, and Prognosis as well. That was some race, Nick.
A frenetic edition of the QE2 Cup. James McDonald, who's ridden at the top level, every major racing nation in the world, and has succeeded. He's in awe of this horse. And you think of those great horses down the years who are talented, yes, but find a way to win and win ugly when things have gone against them. Horses like Tisnau, horses like Giant's Causeway. He's in that mould. He is in that mould, Romantic Warrior, and he's done it outside Hong Kong as well. And it's Japan next. He goes to the Yasuda Kinnan in the summer. That's a big roll of the dice again from Peter Lau, the owner, but full marks to them.
Oh, absolutely. Well done to James McDonald. As he said, nothing really went his way, but he still managed to get the job done once again. And the second horse, what an enormous run from him, Prognosis. My gosh.
He missed the break by 5-6 lengths, Prognosis, as you suggested he might, Jenny, but I didn't think we thought he'd do it that badly.
No, it was bad. And then he did a mid-race move, and then he was caught wide.
Wild mid-race move from Yuga Kawada.
So he has run an absolute ripping race there to be defeated by this champ. Romantic Warrior. And James has no words for this horse, and I think the horse does all the talking anyway.
Yeah, and interesting, he's such a heavy favourite. Everybody's looking at him, and James pretty much intimating that there were about 10 other jockeys trying to ride Romantic Warrior in that race as well.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable all round. Of course, came through the international sale here, Paul, and it's win number 96 for the Kiwi, James McDonald, in terms of Group 1 victories around the world, and what a horse race that was in the end.
Oh, unbelievable. And as you guys have touched on, the first two were just enormous runs, both first and second. And take nothing away from the third horse, North Bridge, because, he led and he was over 100 to 1 and he stayed on nicely for third. Happy Together running well in a race of his life in fourth. 19 and 11.50, 16.50 for second, 151 for third. Quinella 1 and 4, 47.50. The forecast 78, the TS 149, 3,517, and the trio 1,382. But what a horse race that was.
Yeah, it certainly was. James McDonald heading back to weigh-in. Do by honour, missed the kick a bit.
Disappointing, didn't get the position I don't think Tom Marquand wanted. Looked great in the paddock, I thought. Just before they went into the stalls, he was a bit mulish going forward into the gate. He just never really looked happy.
Yeah, look, I think he's finished in 5th position, so he's picked up a prize money check, and he's acquitted himself okay there. But, not good enough today. Nothing was going to beat those first or second horses.
Probably another one of the stories, the biggest stories to come out of the race is the Derby winner, Massive Sovereign. He was back on the fence. There was some interference somewhere at about the 1400 between him and Straight Aaron, also sort of got tangled up there, and they've both finished well back. So he has failed big time today.
But he won't be failing in future, I don't think. He's a horse of conspicuous promise. It was just a bit too much too soon for him. But what a tough horse this Romantic Warrior is. There don't seem to be enough superlatives for him, and it's so infectious watching McDonald's reaction to him as well.
Oh, for sure. You can see how in love with him he is. Of course, he's got his beautiful wife, Caitlin, due to have another baby very shortly, but this horse is very close second behind Caitlin, I can assure you. Congratulations to the McDonald family. And, of course, Danny Shum, he's done a fantastic job with this horse.
You just think of some of the great horses, Australia, New Zealand, around the world that James McDonald has ridden. This must come close to being one of the very best.
Well, the nice thing is also when people try and contextualise what Hong Kong-based horses have achieved, particularly if they haven't raced much beyond here, a man like James McDonald can tell you, because he's ridden good ones everywhere. So if he thinks this horse is good, and we've seen him win a Cox Plate as well, and he's going to take on Japanese in their own backyard, if he can do that and win, then no one anywhere in the world is going to have any doubt as to exactly how talented he is. I'd echo comments about the third horse here, who I honestly gave no chance to at all beforehand, but hat tip to Paul, who did give him a shot. Could have done without Nimble Nimbus hassling him all the way as well.
And also, Happy Together's put in a PB today too, hasn't he? Finishing in 4th position.